was a stressful game. It was a snowy game. It was a weather game, but the Patriots, they come out on top 28-16, and they are advancing to the AFC Championship game for the first time in 7 years, ladies and gentlemen. It was ugly. This game at many points was drunk. There were turnovers here. There were turnovers there. But in the end, the Patriots proved to be a better team. And Drake Maye, he did play a little tough. He played a little rough in this game. But the defense stepped up more than anything. I mean, you could see right here, 4 interceptions for C.J. Stroud. Woody Marks had 14 carries for 17 yards. It was a total bully ball game. And we'll talk about it in a second. But Kayshon Boutte, man, I've been talking about it multiple times. I've said it on Twitter, how if you do trade for A.J. Brown, I think he'd be in the trade. I don't know. I don't know if I can let you go, man. You are unfreaking believable. The one-handed catch, you were great. You were great, and you're younger, and you're only going to get better. I don't think I could let you go. I don't know if I could. But Patriots getting the dub. Advancing to the AFC Championship, man. Advancing to the AFC Championship. Go down in the comment section. Spam your W's. Spam those W's because this is a season of destiny. The season of destiny. This team is special. This team is absolutely special. Drake Maye, I will say, solid game. It was the second playoff game. He looked a little nervous, but he had 4 fumbles. You have to be smarter with the football. And he was smart with the football. There were multiple times where, like last week, he tried to make the play. He tried to throw the ball, and he just took instead of last week trying to make it where it was a fumble, he took the sack. Look, the 4 fumbles were a problem. But still, touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. The throw to Kayshon Boutte was great. It was an even better catch. The throw to Stephon Diggs was a better catch. It was over and over. I'm like, I love that Drake Maye's a quarterback. He made a play with his legs, but you just have to hold the ball. And that comes with the offensive line. Will Campbell was terrible. He was terrible. The right side of the offensive line was very good. I never heard a problem from Morgan Moses. I never heard a problem from Mike Onwenu. Will Anderson Jr. beat the living daylights out of Will Campbell today, and it was a major problem. And, I mean, you could see right here, like, only 143 rushing yards. And Drake Maye was sacked a bunch of times, but he was getting pressured. I'd love to see the PFF stats, but Drake Maye was sacked 5 times. And I would love to see how many sacks that was Will Campbell. You got to get better. You have to get better. But overall, I can't complain. Rhamondre Stevenson, the second half of the season, man, you are confident. You are running with aggression. You are one of the best running backs in the playoffs still, because the way you hold on to the football now, you can find the hole. And 16 carries for 70 yards, 4.4 yards per carry, and even in the receptions, he catches it. He breaks free. You cannot tackle Rhamondre Stevenson on the first guy. He always breaks the first tackle. Rhamondre is a starter. Travion, he'll get better. But Rhamondre is the starting running back, and he needs to stay here long term. Woo! Kayshon Boutte, man. Kayshon Boutte. 3 catches, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Made an amazing play on a back shoulder throw, but the play of the game. The play of the game. One-handed catch, brings it in on Stingley. On Derek Stingley Jr. Second year in a row, he burned your ass. Kayshon Boutte, playmaker, the best player by far on this offense. But when you needed to catch the most, who was there for you? It was Stephon Diggs. The touchdown, I don't know how he caught it. Just tucked it in, grabbed it like this. It was great. And he is all reliable. It was a third down. He adjusted on a 3rd down and 7 on one of the final drives, caught it, first down Patriots. All reliable. This team is getting better The team gets better as the game goes on. He gets better as the game goes on. Boutte got better. Diggs got better. We'll talk. I could talk about Kyle Williams. He still needs adjustments, but if the Patriots want to go somewhere, he has to be involved. He has to. But overall, I mean, a great game. 28 points. 4 touchdowns, but we'll get into the defense, which was the sole reason why the Patriots won this game in just a second. But I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every single weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less than 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if your picks are right, you can cash in. You know, they have a new feature with early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. I didn't, and I should have. This lineup, power play lineup, if I would have played the flex lineup too, which Prize Picks offers, I would have won. But I had the more on C.J. Stroud, the max discount. That was good. I had the more on Rhamondre Stevenson to get 24.5 yards. That was good. I had Stephon Diggs, the more on a touchdown. That was good. But Hunter Henry finished with 1 catch. That's a less. So I lost the lineup, but it's always fun to have root for your team in that way. You can make a lineup just like that when you download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Let's talk about the defense because the defense was great. It was Khyiris Tonga's first game back in 3 games, and we knew that he was going to make an impact. And on one of those final drives in the fourth quarter, who was there to get the sack? It was the Tonga truck. He showed up. He was perfect. Just the pressure on C.J. Stroud. I mean, Kayvon Chaisson, he got a sack himself. 4 QB hits, 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Kayvon shows up. And every single game of the playoffs, man, we were about to trade Anthony Jennings during the trade deadline. We were looking for Anthony Jennings for a trade target. And what happened? They said, we'll keep him. Nobody wants him. Well, thank God nobody didn't want him. 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, a sack and a QB hit. Anthony Jennings, man, you stepped up in the playoffs and you're going to get yourself paid. Shout out to you. Carlton Davis, you got a couple DPI calls, but I mean 4 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. I hope you're okay because we need you next week. He left the game with a concussion, a head injury. He was ruled out, did not return, and I hope he's all right. I didn't see the play where he got concussed. I did not see the play. Oh, damn. I was looking at the Rams game, almost scored a touchdown as we're recording this. But we need Carlton Davis. I mean, the pass breakups, the 2 interceptions. Gonzo, Marcus Jones, Carlton Davis. Perfect secondary. I said it before the game. I said, the Patriots secondary is better than the Texans. I don't care what anybody says. But Kamari Lassiter got beat. Derek Stingley Jr. got beat. Better secondary, and it proved today. Craig Woodson, 3 pass breakups. The rookie out of Cal, 3 pass breakups. 3 PBUs, and he got his first career interception. Another reason why the Patriots won this game. He is a hard-hitting MRFer. And also, just, I mean, that run after the pick, I'm glad he's okay, clear concussion protocol, but after Marcus Jones got mossed on the touchdown to Christian Kirk, Marcus Jones carried the flame. I want to make Jack laugh with that one. He was awesome. I mean, 2 pass breakups, an interception. He had the pick 6. He got the Patriots going, and that hyped up the defense, and that's the reason why they were great the rest of the way. They got confident. But, I mean, the best cornerback in football. I don't care what anybody says. I'll say it a million times over and over and over. Christian Gonzalez is the best player, the best cornerback in football. 6 tackles, 3 assists, 9 total tackles, 1 PBU. And he doesn't have an interception this year, but you want to know why? It's because they can't target him. They refuse to target him. When you need to make a play, Christian Gonzalez steps up, and he is by far Like, he showed today that he is better than Stingley Jr. He showed today that he is better than Pat Surtain. And Pat Surtain is an amazing player, and we're going to get to see that matchup next week, Patriots against the Broncos. But the Patriots defense is one of the best in the NFL. And we can go back to the videos that I made in May, and I said this is going to be a top 10 defense in the league. They are physical. They play old school, hard nose. We're going to punch you in the mouth football, and you saw it today. The run defense was awful. Woody Marks, he didn't do a thing today. C.J. Stroud, 4 interceptions. He was scared. He was scared, and that's for the Patriots. That's because of the Patriots defense. And next week, I said it before the game. This is going to be, I said this was the de facto AFC Championship game as Kyron Williams walks into the end zone for a touchdown for the Rams. You're going up against Jarrett Stidham. I was waiting. We were all waiting for this matchup. Patriots-Broncos. We have talked about it over and over and over for weeks, for months, since the middle of the season when both of these teams were on that big winning streak. Well, now you have it. But instead of seeing Bo Nix, you're seeing Jarrett Stidham because Bo Nix snapped his ankle yesterday, unfortunately. You know, I'm wishing for him a good recovery. I wanted to see Bo Nix in this game because I would love to see these two teams just battle it out. You're going to. The former Patriots, Stidham, is going to be in the game. The defense, they're still 100% healthy. You're going to have to go up against not as good defense, but a good defense in the Denver Broncos. I think the Texans are better, but I have trust in the Patriots, especially going up against Stidham. He hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years, and his last pass was an interception. I got trust. But who you got? We got the AFC Championship matchup that every single person wanted. A rematch of 2013 and a rematch of 2015. 10 years in the making. 10 years ago, they beat us in Denver. 10 years later, let's go into Denver, let's knock them out, and let's go to the Super Bowl. Go down in the comment section, spam your NEs, or if you're a lone Broncos fan, go type your Denvers down in the chat. And also, hit that sub button. We got the 44K today, and we ain't stopping there. Patriots videos, 7 days a week, 365. We're going to the AFC Championship, baby. Let's go, Pats.